Testing, testing. One, two, three. Testing, testing. One, two, three. Testing, testing. One, two, three. We'll be starting promptly at 10:30 Eastern, guys. We have a lot to cover. There'll be no guests today or interviews today. This is strictly going to be informational and team of the week. So just as a heads up to everybody. Hey, what's up, Chavi? What's up, Kyle? See you guys there. We're starting right at 10:30. Got a lot to cover. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Team of the week was quite interesting this week, guys. Couple of first timers made it. Couple of players that in the beginning of the season no one knew who they were made it. Some regulars made it, but I want to go over tonight the playoff structure, how everything works, and go over as well team of the week, and discussing World Cup and expansion for next season. We got a lot of stuff to cover. I know the time is a little late, guys, but I wanted to make it later because I know people have AVL, and I figured this may give them an opportunity to catch the tail end of the show. Boot, what's up, buddy? It's 10:20. Let me make sure my party's locked so no one can get in. It's a bumpy little ride, guys. Now remember that team of the week, Joker, isn't confirmed yet till I say so, guys. But nah, I think it's a pretty safe bet. Hey Joker, you gotta do me a favor. Stop scoring so many damn goals. I wanted to fucking catch Ronaldo, but now I gotta worry about you too. If you don't get it, VPSA is rigged. Yeah, we're all corrupt, dude. We're corrupt like the VPN. Dude, honestly, if you guys read that on Facebook, I feel bad for the admins over there. They're all good people. Hey, if Sepp Blatter's looking for some employment, he can come to the VPSA. You know, I really don't think he had anything to do with it, dude. I'm gonna be honest. I think he got forced into a bad situation with that damn secret committee. But the fact that he resigned, I think, makes him look guilty in a lot of people's eyes. Okay, guys, we're gonna start in about 5 minutes. So just as a heads up for everybody. Dude, I'm not gonna even entertain the whole WSL is rigged though. I'll be honest, WSL is a decent league. They have their issues, but just like any other league, as the community grows, and you tend to see more issues in leagues. Um, but to be honest, it is what it is. Like honestly, when I do team of the week, I don't even look at names. I just look at numbers, and then the name comes later. Like today, there were a couple of questionable ones that I had to bounce off Hattie, and I just gave him the numbers, and I let him choose based off the numbers. Javi, that's Hattie's line. Hmm. 2 minutes till we start, guys. 2 minutes. What's up, Mr. Romero? How are you, sir? It's going, Mr. Romero. You know how it is. It's kind of crazy. Been running around like crazy doing team of the week and figuring everything out, but we're good now. We got everything set up, so um, just waiting for 10:30 to hit so we can start. All right, guys, it's 10:30, so we're gonna start. Welcome to Roundup. You guys know me, Strictly Zlatan, aka the Gator. Um, Want to go over a couple of things to start. Normally, I start off with an interview. This week, we're not going to do any interviews because we just have so much we have to discuss for next season that I'd rather give you all the information I can give you now versus, you guys finding out later. First thing I'm going to discuss is the new season and the timing of everything for this season, okay? What's going to happen is we have games on Saturday. I believe it's 2 games if I'm correct. The 7th will be the Cup Knockout Tournament. That is to determine the number 2 seed in the playoffs, which is very important. If you win the tournament for the Cup, you are the number 2 seed, which gives you a bye game, just like the number 1 seed, which is FP, because they pretty much have won the regular season unless there's some act of God. So pretty much FP is the number 1 seed and will have a bye and a home game. Same thing for the number 2 seed in the Cup. They will have a bye and a home game. So it's very important to have your players show for those games on Sunday. It's single elimination Cup knockout. So may the best team win. With that being spoken, there will also be a playoff, which will be the 13th. That'll be Saturday. And, I've had the discussion. It's the first season we've come back. This season, it will be single elimination. Depending on how it goes and how things go, we may do an aggregate for next season and do a home and away kind of series and kind of decide it that way. But for right now, I think we need to move forward with this season, get this season behind us, and move towards next season. With that being spoken of, what I'm planning on doing is we already have several teams that you'll see on the bottom of the website for real season 6. Those teams have been pretty much designated to take over for a couple teams that won't be returning. Um, Now, the timing is going to depend on how these players are signed and how quickly players are signed for the returning owners as well. So I would like to get the season started on the 20th, but more realistically, it's probably going to be the 27th. That's just based off of getting owners in place, getting people signed, getting everything done. I'm not saying it's not out of the realm of possibility, but it can be done. I will be making also a decision on the final owner for World Cup. I have 5 applications out there for World Cup. I have to choose one owner. That will be the 8th owner. It's going to be a difficult process because I'll be honest, they're all very qualified. But I kind of want to sit down with Hattie, my other president, and kind of decide who we feel would be the best fit for that. With that being said, that may be the gap we need on the 20th to draft those players and get everyone on a World Cup team. Also, one other thing I want to discuss as well with World Cup. There's been much discussion about how are we going to do it with next season. And this is my idea, and I feel like it's a good one for the league. I would like to run the World Cup and the regular season concurrently, because I don't think it's fair that only a certain amount of players play in the World Cup and then everyone else is sitting waiting on the sideline waiting for the World Cup to end. So the way it's looking right now, we have 2 options, and those are still being weighed out. The first one would be that we play 2 games on Saturday and Sunday and 2 games on Monday, league games, with the times remaining the same. And then the third game of every night would be a World Cup game. The other option is that we play all the league games Saturday and Sunday and then make Monday a World Cup day. So that's kind of where we're going with it. I'm still going to discuss it with some owners and other people and kind of get a feel what would be the best option for everybody. But that's the direction we're headed in right now. I'm going to be honest, it's going to be a ton of work because we have to get this season done. We have to get Team of the Season out. We have to get awards and trophies out as well. So it's going to be a very busy week that week for staff, getting everything done. Plus, there's got to be a team of the tournament for the cup as well. So that's all going to be coming down the pike, guys. Next season, I want to discuss something with the owners that have already been chosen that are new teams, and I'm very serious about this. For new owners, I have made it very clear free agents are the only players that can be signed. I am freezing all transactions from this point forward to sign any sort of player for next season. The reason being, there's already been some tampering with certain players on clubs this season who have not shown up or have already committed to a team next season, and it's kind of screwing with this season. So I'm going to freeze all transactions at this point, so that issue does not happen again. I'm trying to think what else I want to cover here. On top of that, another thing which I think is very important is, listen, most of our owners have been very vigilant in getting these teams together. I want to, give you guys, kudos for what you guys have done. I know there have been some falls and slips and falls along the way. I know there have been issues with certain teams that aren't showing up. There's one team in particular. There's actually 2 teams, but I know the owners are still trying. And for that, I want to thank you guys for putting in the effort this season to make it what it is. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be perfect because nothing is perfect when you return to a first season. But for the small, tight-knit community we do have, I feel that we have done a great job of maintaining the integrity of the season and maintaining the integrity of the owners. There are a couple of owners I need to speak to find out as well if you're returning next season or not. If you're listening to this and you're an owner and has not responded, or if I do not know, Please send me a message on Xbox or on the forum letting me know if you plan on returning. With that, I'm talking right now. The way it's looking for next season is we're looking about 8 to 10 teams. I want to expand, guys, but I want to expand slowly. I don't want to become one of these leagues that's got 22 teams and 10 of them are folding. So that's the reason we're going to go slow with the expansion and work things out the right way. But with that being spoken, I want to get to the meat and potatoes, which are stats right now. I'm going to start first off with the season stats. I'm going to start with goal scorers. Right now, the top goal scorers in the league are FP Ronaldo with 17. Look at this. Miami Joker has jumped to number 2 with 12 goals. Strictly Zlatan with 11. Imerkju has 8. Sturch has 8. Marvinho has 8. Kang has 8. So, there's a nice, parity with goal scoring. It looks like it's a three-player race to see who gets the most goals. Ronaldo has a nice little commanding lead. I'm going to go to assists next. Top players for assists this season is Marvinho with 14. Strictly Zlatan has 9. Ronaldo has 8. Sturch has 7. Shady 8 from Valero has 7. And Kid Miscuti has 6. PF Totti has 6. So, there's a nice little balance there as well. When I look at this, I look at stats and for team of the week, a lot of things we look for, there's certain criteria for players, like for instance, defenders, it's clean sheets, goalkeepers, it's clean sheets. We also look at man of the matches as well as the number of saves that are made for goalkeepers. And I don't want to neglect the defenders and goalkeepers, so I'm just going to go through clean sheets right now. Right now for clean sheets, it's Sosa with 9, Khan with 9, Soccer Paulo from Strictly with 9, Vidal with 8, Cilantes with 8, F.E. Roberto Carlos with 7, Schaefer from Legends with 7, Killer Squirrels from Legends with 6. So, I'll be honest, it seems like there are a lot of, they're the top flight teams are the ones that are, like FP is all over the place on clean sheets. And just for fun, let's look at interceptions. Killer Squirrels leading the pack with 55. Marvinho with 48. ZTR from Strictly with 40. Fred from Valero with 39. And Schaefer from Legends with 36. Vidal from FP with 34. Honestly, it's been a good season. The numbers, I think, speak for themselves. But what I know you guys are tuned in for more than anything is Team of the Week. I'm just going to go over some of the stats real quickly for this week. Now, this week was a little different than past weeks. We had 3 days of games, and those games were all counted towards Team of the Week, okay? So, first thing I want to go over is top goal scorers for this week. Miami Joker with 8. Strictly Zlatan with 5. FP William 22 from United with 4. X Mob X Get X Money X from Legends, a newcomer to the league with 4. Cheek Rose from Atletico Madrid with 2. FP Ronaldo with 2. Jinx P2Go with 2. And Messi XL10LX from Atletico with 2. So, it seems like it was a balanced week for scoring. There wasn't as much scoring as I've seen in past weeks. Assists, Subi Ross from Strictly with 4. Zlatan from Strictly with 3. Ronaldo from FP with 2. Shenanigan from Strictly with 2. Kid Miscuti from FP for 2. Messi LX10 from Atletico with 2. Sturch with 2. Philly from Yoga with 2, Cheek Rose from Atletico with 1, and so on and so forth. So, we've seen it seems to be more balanced this week. And I'll be honest, when we were deciding Team of the Week, some of the things were really close. So I'm not going to hold you guys up much more. I'm going to start first off, before I even get the team of the week, the first thing I want to discuss more than anything just jogged in my head. I want to make a formal apology. In the last roundup, I missed the goalkeepers for team of the week. FP Khan was the starter for last week's team of the week. And the bench goalkeeper was Warp Tour from Strictly. I want to apologize to both of you. I was under the weather and I missed it, honestly. So I just want to say to both of you, Khan, you know this, and I'll say this on the air. You're the best damn goalkeeper I've ever seen. I have much respect and much love for you, and you know that. Warp Tour, you are, to me, going to be a stud once I get you into league play, into ACL, and I continue to play. You continue to get games under your belt, dude. I have the highest regards for you, and I want you to know, a shout out to you. I know you have some things that have been going on in your personal life. I want you to know that we're behind you at Strictly, and we want you to know if you need anything, we're here for you. With that, I'm going to start the team of the week, and so I don't screw up this time. I'm starting from back to front, but I'm going to start with the goalkeepers. This week with goalkeepers, it was kind of interesting. There wasn't a clear-cut number one. It was really tight. The number of saves. You have Smelly Cord, 592 with 14 saves. Soccer Paulo with 13. Gallagher Joe from AC Milan with 11. So what I'm looking for more than anything is clean sheets at that point because it's so close. And for goalkeepers, Soccer Paulo had 3. Smelly Cord had 2, and Gallagher Joe had 2. So with that being said, the bench goalkeeper for team of the week for this week was Smelly Cord, 592 from Legends. A newcomer, don't know much about him, but I know Killer Squirrels is a hell of a recruiter. And I'll be honest with you, he's done a great job taking over this Legends squad. And honestly, dude, I appreciate you stepping up and doing what you needed to do, to get this squad to where it needs to be. So kudos for that, dude. The starting goalkeeper, and this was just based off the clean sheets because it was so close, guys. Soccer Paulo from Strictly had 3 clean sheets, 13 saves. So Paulo, congratulations. I know this is your first team of the week. I want to say I'm blessed at Strictly that I have 2 very reliable and good goalkeepers. And I'm looking forward to seeing where Strictly can grow next season with the additions we make. Very pleased overall with what I saw this week. Okay, next we're going to go to the center backs. And for center backs, it's the same criteria pretty much, except you exclude saves. I'm looking at interceptions. I'm looking at man of the matches. I'm looking for goal or an assist from a center back. That's kind of a big one too. And when we look at team of the week, the bench center backs are Carnuccio, 99 from Atletico Madrid. Carnuccio had an assist, and he had a clean sheet. So Carnuccio, I know that you're new to the team of the week. This is your first team of the week. Congratulations. It's nice to see Atletico Madrid, getting some of these team of the week players in. So congratulations. The other center back had 14 interceptions, had a 7.3 average match rating. And I'll be honest, he's been instrumental to Strictly. I first started him at cam. Now I've moved him back to center back because I noticed he's a little more comfortable back there. Geriatric Pickle, 3. Great job this week, dude. Busting your rear end. And I'll be honest, it's well-earned, dude. Well-earned. Let me look next. The starting center backs. The first starting center back had 3 clean sheets this week, 5 interceptions, was all over the place, had an average match rating of 7. And he actually got his 3rd team of the week, so he's now a silver in form. I'd like to give a shout out to the owner of Legends Killer Squirrels. Well earned, dude. You're always all over the place on the pitch. Your numbers speak for themselves. The way I look at it is you've earned what you're getting, dude. So keep it up, man. Um, the other center back, also third team of the week. 14 interceptions, averaged about a 6.5 match rating. But I'll be honest, what put him over the top, he had a goal as well. And it was a crucial 90th minute goal to tie ZTR 415T. Congratulations, dude. You've earned it. You're also 90 now. You're silver as well for your third team of the week. All I can say about ZTR, he's a beast center back who shows up to play every time, and he plays hard. And honestly, guys, that's what I look for in players when it comes down to it is, guys that just put their heads down and play. And I'm blessed to have that. Okay, at the outside backs, you know what? I'm going to say this. I'm happy to see an AC Milan player again represented on Team of the Week because this guy, you know what, busted his butt this week. And I saw it firsthand when we played AC Milan. Cool Green, 2 clean sheets, had a decent match rating. I'm just going to say, dude, keep it up. I know it's been a tougher year at AC Milan, but, I think they have the pieces that they'll be good next season. But I was talking about ZTR being a great player, plays head down, does what he has to do, but also at the right back for this week it was Cool Green from AC Milan. I'm happy to see an AC Milan player represented in the lineup because honestly they've had a tough season, but they keep pushing. And I believe, when it comes down to it, they're going to be very good next season. Cool Green had 2 clean sheets. He was all over the place on the pitch. I saw it firsthand when I played AC Milan on Monday. So congratulations, Cool Green. You've earned it. At the left back, no surprise, man. Another guy who shows up every week to play. And you know what? This is his third team of the week. And he's earned his right to that silver card, that silver inform, and a 90 overall. Shafa 14, congratulations, buddy. Heck of a week for you as well. Shafa had 3 clean sheets, 6 interceptions, averaged about a 6.5, almost a 7 match rating. So good job, Shafa. I know you're an anchor on the back line for these guys. So well earned. Let me see here. Okay, let's move up to CDM. The problem with CDM, and this is just honestly the hard thing, there was one CDM that stood out, and then everyone else was kind of way below. So I'm going to be honest, I'm only going to reward the one that stood out because based on the numbers, there wasn't really another CDM that shined this week. And I'm going to give it to another legend, Geo 121109. Geo, good job, dude. I know you've worked hard with the legends. I know you've been there from the beginning, and you had a hell of a week. He was all over the place on the pitch. I know that he had. Let's see. Yeah, you see, he had 2 clean sheets, 10 interceptions. He was doing what he needed to do. And like I said, with CDMs, it's all about clean sheets, and that's a very important component, to a successful defense. Your CDMs and your defenders and your goalkeepers have to be, on point and doing what they need to do. Honestly, like I'm going to say this, I think if you had to pick – a defense, if I was playing like fantasy soccer, it'd be tough for me to pick between the Legends and FP's defense when they're both there. I really think they're so close it's hard to call. Um, because if you kind of compare them one on by one, you have Sosa versus Squirrels. Sosa's more of a aggressive center back. Squirrels is more of a I'm going to contain you and make you make a mistake center back. Um, you know what? It's tough because those two teams are just solid in the back. And it's hard when you score a goal, you know what, frame it. Because in all reality, you've earned that goal. Um, Hold on one second, guys. I apologize. All right. Sorry about that. I had my kid wake up. Um, okay, and now the backup mid positions. Right mid and left mid. Let's see. At the right mid, backup was Sturch 91 from Legends. He had a good week. I've seen him have great weeks. This was an okay week for him. And when I say okay, he had 1 goal, 2 assists, 8 interceptions. He had a man of the match. This is okay for Sturge. I've seen Sturge score 5 and 6 goals in a week. So, Sturge, congratulations, dude. As always, well earned. Um, at the backup outside mid, you know what? I'm going to say this. This was tough because the mids all played well this week. There were a couple of mids that had numbers that were absolutely amazing, and then there were others where I kind of went and go, okay, where are the numbers here? But the backup left mid is Jinx P. Tuger from Strictly. He had 2 goals this week. He had a man of the match. He was all over the place. He played like 2 games at left mid. He played 2 games at CDM, but the 2 goals he did score were at left mid. And I want to congratulate him because he's kind of that player where if I need someone, I can plug him in anywhere and he'll perform. So Jinx, keep it up, dude. Good job. At the outside mid, at the right mid, starting. FP William 22 from FP. What can I say? He gets his silver card now as a player too. He has it as a manager and as a player. So he got his 90 overall silver. William had one of those weeks that I kind of shook my head and said, Jesus. 4 goals, an assist, 2 interceptions, 2 man of the matches. Averaged about a 7.5 match rating. What else can you say? What else can you say? I look at it as, he earns his numbers. He does what he needs to do. He'll tell you he sucks. But he has a beautiful movement with the ball when he dribbles. He's one of those special players that just has that flair. At the starting left mid, and I'm proud of him too. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. Subi Ross, dude, you are like the rock on this team. You are the rock on Strictly. That's all I'm gonna say. Dude, you bust your butt every day. You come to practice every day. You do what you need to do. You don't complain. You don't bitch. You're just that player that, I know I can rely on. In any team I go on, Subi Ross comes with me. That's how I look at it. 1 goal, 4 assists, played his butt off this week. And I mean, well earned, Subi. Well earned. I can't say enough good things about you, and you know that. Okay. The cam position. Cam was tough this week because when I look at Cam, there's so many deserving people that could end up with Team of the Week here. And it was tough because when you look at it, FP has got two great players that can play cam. Um, you also have people like that are just floating in play positions, and then they come and play cam and they kill it too. Um, with that being said, the backup cam for this week on the bench is Marvinho from FP. 2 goals and an assist, 6 interceptions, averaged about a 6.5, almost a 7 match rating. You know, all I can say about Marvinho is when you plug him in anywhere, he performs. Truly amazing player. You know, he's one of those players, he can beat you with skill. He can beat you with the dead eye pass. He can beat you by shooting. And, he's one of those players, it's like it's very hard to defend him. So, congratulations, Marvinho. Well earned. The starting cam for this week. And, this one, I'll be honest, it's nice to see. Atletico Madrid represented again. 2 goals and 1 assist. And I'll be honest, Marvinho and him both had similar numbers. They were exactly the same, except for one thing, which put Cheek Rose over the top. He had the one man of the match, which really stood out when you're looking at the 2 goals and the assist. Cheek, good job, dude. Well earned. All I can say is, it's nice to see Atletico represented, on Team of the Week. Okay, strikers. Striker, there were tons of players that did well this week. There was balanced scoring throughout the sheet. But our bench strikers for this week, and I'm kind of nice to see a newcomer come into this part of it, because in all reality, I like to see new players get recognized. X Mob X, get X Money X. That's a tongue twister. From Legends. The dude killed it this week. I'm trying to remember the numbers, but I know he had 4 goals and an assist. And a man of the match. So congratulations, man. Nice to see you join the league. Continued success. Great job. The other striker, and this was tight because I'll be honest, there was a couple guys that had a goal, but there was one that had 2 goals and 2 assists. FP again. FP Ronaldo, man, you're wearing out these Team of the Weeks, man. You make it look elementary, man. Even an off week for you, you get 2 and 2. And I don't even think it was an off week. I just think you had 2 or 3 forfeits, which kind of affected your numbers. So, you know what? I'll say this, Ronaldo. Great job, dude. As always, much respect. Keep it up. Starting strikers. Well, there's one that I look at it and I go, okay, you can't deny him. I'm going to tell you something about this guy. This guy didn't think he would have the time to play enough to make a Team of the Week. He was shuffled around at cam. Now he's playing striker. And I'm going to be honest with you. He's turning into one hellacious target man striker. He's growing day by day, and I'll be honest, I have to give credit to where credit's due. Xavi, you're doing a hell of a job with him. And Oli Yoga's doing a great job with him. When I look at him, I kind of want to see what he continues to do, because I'm going to be honest, he can be one of the elite strikers in this league if he can continue consistently doing what he's doing. And that is Miami Joker from Yoga. Miami Joker scored 8 goals this week. 8 goals and an assist. 2 man of the matches. And he only played in 4 games, guys. All I'm going to say is, wow. I'm speechless, because that jumped him from like 13th in scoring up to 2nd, for the league. So Congratulations to Miami Joker. Heck of a job, dude. Keep it up. I'm happy to see you progress. I know Chavi's tickled pink with the way you're working. And you know what? I'll say this. When I look at you, dude, you could be one of the elite strikers in this league. You know, I just think you need to get the games under your belt. So keep working, man. It's going to come. It's going to come. All right, at the other striker. And, you know, I'll be honest with you. It's one of those things for me. I don't like giving myself a team of the week, but if I've earned it, I've earned it. Yeah, I did earn it this week. I got 5 goals and 3 assists. And I got 4 man of the matches this week. You know, and I'm going to say this, and this is how I'm going to end it for team of the week. Doing these team of the weeks is so tough sometimes because we want to recognize so many players. We want to recognize so many people. That we look at the numbers and we try to look deep into those numbers. And I know the science isn't perfect, guys, but we try to do the best we can with what we have. And with that being said, I just want to say I'm proud to be back in this league, representing this league, and representing all of you. I'm proud of the players. I'm proud of the people we have here. And you know what? If it wasn't for you guys, it wouldn't be special to me. And the league wouldn't be special. So I want to thank each and every one of you for that. And I'm not going to forget, our manager of the week is a new manager. It's not William this week because there was one team that had the most wins this week, and that was Legends. So with his first manager card for team of the week, Killer Squirrels, dude, you're racking it up, dude. I'll be honest. You know, great job. You did what you needed to do this week. You had the most wins this week. You know, and that's a testament to you and how you run your club. You know, I know you're the type of manager that you'll listen to your players, but you won't take crap either. And that's a great thing, man. That's a great thing. With that being said, I'm looking at the whole structure of things, and I'm going to say this with everything the way it is right now. I expect this season to be a fun, exciting end of the season. Next season will be amazing as well. I want to thank each and every one of you for what you've done. You guys have been amazing this season. And like I said, the staff were here to help you. And also, one other thing I wanted to discuss. Yeah, well, I have most of you here. I have adjusted a rule in the Constitution because there was a loophole. And I'm just going to read it to everyone as I pull it up here. So please allow me a minute to pull it up. Because there was a loophole with illegal players. And I just want to make everyone aware of it. So there's no question from here forward about this. You know, and the main thing was, okay, I'm going to read it. Let me just pull it up here. Where was it? Let's see. 2.12, transactions and gamer tags. All transactions, gamer tag changes, trades, anything that has to do with anything, guys, must be done and posted on the forum 2 hours before scheduled games in order for the player to be eligible to play that game day. This includes updating their profile display name to read exactly like their gamer tag, whether it's new or existing. If a player is used in any Vpsa game that is deemed ineligible, it will cost the team 1 goal. So what I'm saying is, simply, if they are not added and they are in the game, the score will be 1-0. If there's 2 illegal players, it will be 2-0. We had a little issue. It was a confusion, and I'm going to be honest, from this point forward, and this is how I'm going to play it. All managers are required at this point, if you have an illegal player on the pitch and you catch it before the 30th minute, it has to be caught before the 30th. You have to back your guys out, and you need to get a league official or notify a league official, and I need evidence of that player. So everyone understands this, okay? It is crucial that I have the video evidence, because then I am in a he said, she said situation, and I do not want to be in that situation. So pretty much the game will be restarted with the team that commits the infraction down 1-0 or whatever the number of players is. If there are 2 players, it'll be 2 goals. To have this applied, the team needs to back out before the 30th minute to have the rule apply. If you back out after the 30th minute, then the rule will not apply, and there will be no penalties committed the infraction. So owners, assistant managers, players, you all need to be vigilant. You all need to be vigilant. And yes, you still have to back out before the 30th. If you do not back out before the 30th, the game will continue, and if you back out after the 30th and there's visual evidence, the team that backs out after 30 loses. So, I'm telling you right now, this rule was changed to kind of protect the integrity of the league. So guys, make sure you have your transfer request, and I'm saying this on the roundup, so it's recorded, so there's no question. Everything needs to be 2 hours prior. I'm a very understanding person. Like, there was a situation the other day where someone was having an issue registering on the website. They were on 15 minutes prior, and it was after the deadline. I allowed that because that's a system issue, that's a computer issue, and the owner made me aware of it. My point is, I'm here to help you guys, but you guys got to utilize the staff. You can't just go, oh, okay, I've gone ahead and signed this person up, and then because the main thing, guys, is if you don't see it processed on the website, that means something's up. So before a game, you need to come to us and tell us this, and then we can give you a ruling on it. All right, so with that being said, I want to say good night to everybody. It's been a great season so far. I kind of want to see how it ends. When it comes down to it, next season will be great as well. I'll have a decision on that World Cup owner by tomorrow morning. And we'll go ahead and set up the draft date and get everything up. Look for it on Facebook and on the website. And congratulations to all Team of the Week players. You guys did a great job this week in getting what you got. I'm very happy to see that you guys, some new people are in there. Some people that have busted their butts all season, are in there as well. And let's just have a great rest of the season. Let's try to finish out strong, guys. All right, that's it for me. That's a wrap. Take it easy, guys. Have a great night, and let's have some great games this weekend.